Good morning. I'm Debbie Belfry. I work for Bloomington Public Schools, and I am honored to be the introduction to our awards today. The Minnesota Association for Career and Technical Education, or MnACTE, is proud of its members and their professional accomplishments as national, state, and local level leaders. As many of you know, MnACTE is the overarching umbrella organization for all career and technical education professional organizations in Minnesota. We are proud of our affiliate associations involving educators in agriculture, special needs programs, business, marketing, family and consumer sciences, health sciences, technology and engineering, trade and industrial, guidance and career development, and career and technical administration. Today we have 10 outstanding professionals from Minnesota. Please refer to our award program information that begins on page 16 in the CTE Works conference booklet. I would like to introduce Jay Nix, the MnACTE president, and Ginny Karbowski, the MnACTE Awards chair, who will introduce our 2014 MnACTE Award recipients.
All right. Thank you, Debbie. Minnesota ACTE submitted candidates for regional competition at the ACTE Region 3 Awards Program last June. 4 of the 10 nominees received ACTE Region 3 recognition, competing against candidates from 5 other states: Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Wisconsin. These 4 award winners will now move on for the 2014 ACTE National Awards that will be announced and presented next week, November 19th, at the National ACTE Leadership Conference in Nashville, Tennessee. We wish them the very best. In addition, we are honoring 6 additional award recipients for their great work today. Please refer to your program, which gives you a bio on each of our outstanding award recipients. Now let's begin. Jenny?
Good morning. Thanks to all of you for being here, and we're really excited to honor these award winners today. So I'd like to first of all introduce Sandy Fabian, our ACTE Region 3 and Minnesota ACTE Career Guidance Award. Sandy? Initiating connections between high schools and colleges, developing a statewide data-driven website for programs of study, promoting career education with local business, industry, community organization partners, and presenting at state and national CTE conferences are just some of Sandy's many professional accomplishments. Sandy will be competing next week in the Career Vision Conference for the Career Guidance Award at the national level. We wish her the very best and congratulate her on this prestigious award. Congratulations, Sandy. Bill Garceau. Bill Garceau is our Minnesota ACTE Teacher of the Year. Bill is known and respected for his innovative efforts to integrate STEM core concepts into technology education curriculum at St. Cloud Technical High School. In 2013, Bill and 3 of his Skills USA students were invited to travel to the White House in Washington, D.C. for a national STEM recognition event in recognition of their first place national award in the Skills USA Engineering Technology competition. It was a memory they will never forget. Congratulations to Bill Garceau, Minnesota ACTE Teacher of the Year. Terry Pelzel. Terry Pelzel is a full-time information technology faculty, Student Senate advisor, and Business Professionals of America advisor at Minnesota West Community and Technical College, the Jackson campus. And she is receiving the Minnesota ACTE Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year. Terry teaches a variety of computer science and technology courses and is known for her willingness to try innovative delivery methods. Recently, Terry initiated a Girls in Technology Day where 9th and 10th grade high school students were invited to Minnesota West and encouraged to become involved in STEM activities. Congratulations to Terry, Minnesota's ACTE Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year. Our Minnesota ACTE New Teacher of the Year award goes to Jessica Rehak Daberco. Jessica's accomplishments over her first 5 years of teaching have been impressive. Student enrollment and participation increased in the agri-science program, offering a wide variety of course offerings in the AF&R Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources career pathways. Determining genes, sparks flying in the welding booths, making fishing rods, building end tables, and learning about leadership and FFA are still the topics covered in Jessica's agriculture classes today. Congratulations, Jessica, on this award. Our Community Service Award winner, Krista Williamson. Community participation and involvement is a critical focus for Krista Williamson, agriculture educator at Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunburg Public Schools. Krista has developed an active agriculture education advisory council. Community leaders from agriculture lending, dairy and crop farming, and agriculture manufacturing meet regularly to share and collaborate ways to advance the Ag Ed program at KMS. In turn, the program serves the community with future workers that they need for a vital and innovative workforce in the region. Congratulations to Krista for her accomplishments in community service. Next is our Minnesota ACTE Administrator of the Year, Cindy Walters. For over 30 years, Cindy Walters has made a difference in the lives of many, first as a graphic communications teacher and now as a leader of current technical education programs in the Southwest Metro area at the Southwest Metro Educational Cooperative Center in Chaska. Cindy also serves as a National Education Team Member for Skills USA, a board member for Skills USA Minnesota, and the coordinator of 500-plus adult volunteers at the annual Skills USA Minnesota Conference. Cindy Walters, our Minnesota CTE Administrator of the Year for 2014. Cliff Fries, Minnesota's ACTE Lifetime Achievement Award. Promoting, supporting, and sustaining current technical education. These words truly tell the life story of Cliff Fries. He is a servant leader with a strong commitment and passion for agriculture education and current technical education at the local, state, and national level. Some of you may have remember Cliff. He was our ACTE National Teacher of the Year in 2004, which was a very special honor for Cliff to represent current technical education as its outstanding teacher. Same old did not work for me and my students, says Cliff. We relished the changes together. For his lifetime of achievements, Minnesota ACTE thanks Cliff for his leadership and proudly recognizes him with this prestigious award. Congratulations, Cliff. Joanne Simser, ACTE Region 3 and Minnesota Award of Merit. As we all know, Joanne serves as the State Director of Current Technical Education in Minnesota. In this position, she has been instrumental in moving Minnesota CTE forward for the past 7 years. Her accomplishments are many, including promoting and supporting this annual CTE Works Conference, where educators engage with business industry leaders, government agency professionals, and policymakers in professional development. Joanne has nurtured and developed a vision for CTE throughout her shared leadership style. Congratulations to Joanne Simser. Dan Smith, ACTE Region 3 and Minnesota Award of Merit. Dan Smith began his career as a graphic arts teacher, then as a local director at several Minnesota school districts, and then state CTE supervisor at the Minnesota Department of Education. He was instrumental in working with the MnSCU CTE leadership to develop and implement the Minnesota Perkins Consortium model, now a model valued by national CTE leaders. Dan's involvement at the regional and national level has also been strong, serving as ACTE Region 3 Vice President, member of National Board of Directors, and attending many ACT National Association conferences and events. Congratulations to Dan Smith. Our next award of merit goes to Senator Al Franken, and representing Senator Franken today is Dan Solomon. Senator Al Franken and his staff, including Dan, has worked very hard to improve education in Minnesota and around the country. As a member of the United States Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee, Senator Franken has been a strong supporter of career technical education that provides workforce skills for our citizens to enhance our global competitiveness. Last spring, Senator Franken signed on to the letter to the State Senate Appropriations Committee urging funding for the Carl D. Perkins Career and Technical Education State Grant Program. Senator Franken has also been working hard to make college more affordable for Minnesota families, introducing legislation that would require schools to use a universal financial aid form letter, giving families a better understanding of the true cost of college. We thank Senator Al Franken and his aide, Dan, for his strong support and honor him with this award. And we'd like to ask Dan to say a few words for Senator Franken. Dan?
Well, thank you very much. On behalf of Senator Franken, I apologize he could not be here today. He, of course, is in Washington, D.C., but I serve as his education outreach person in the state, and was a former social studies teacher and come from a long line of educators in my family. My grandfather was a principal. My Uncle Bob was a career and tech educator for over 30 years. He taught industrial relations and industrial tech in Michigan. And so on behalf of Senator Franken, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for the good work that you all are doing to advance the field of career and tech education. You know, in Washington, D.C., Senator Franken does sit on the HELP committee. It's the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. So just a few things going on in that committee. But he's very committed to the work that you all are doing, be it Perkins funding, be it the passage this summer in a big bipartisan way, which we don't, unfortunately, we don't see enough of these days, but hopefully maybe we'll see more in the future, of the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. Senator Franken fought very hard to make sure there was language in there to provide additional incentives and strength around community colleges and engaging our community colleges more in the process of workforce development and workforce training. And so, you know, he wants to continue to be your champion and your fighter in Washington, D.C. I will just end, very briefly on this. For Senator Franken, he would want to thank you and recognize that your field is career and tech for a reason. It's not just jobs, right? You're not just preparing kids for a job. It's not some second place, as Charlene had said, kind of thing. You're preparing kids for the future, for a career, whether it's manufacturing, welding, nursing, et cetera, you name it. You're preparing our next generation for the jobs of the future, and we need your work more now than ever. And, the work that you do is so important and so crucial, not only in preparing the next generation's workforce, but you all are on the front lines of getting kids engaged. And we know, you know better than anybody else, that the work that you do in your nursing class or in your FACS class gets that kid engaged who's now going to do better when he goes down the hall in math. Gets that kid engaged who's now excited to come to school because they're going to work on a welding machine, and isn't that cool? They're going to get their hands right involved and be able to make a difference and actually see something and be motivated to come to school, be motivated to excel, and, oh, by the way, probably do better in their social studies class too. And so, on behalf of Senator Franken, thank you for the work that you're doing. I look forward to giving this award to him, and have a great rest of the day.